Alright, the nice thing about this problem is that it gives us some options here. Or perhaps it's forcing us to, it doesn't matter. The thing is, we got these 2 points, and we're going to write the equation in point slope form. What that means is that we get to choose which point we use, because it's not going to matter. And then we're going to use point slope form, just like we did in the previous example, in order to write this in slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and get that started. Alright, so let's go ahead and find our slope, and I'm just going to use, this is the method that we used in class. You could use the x1, y1 stuff, but I'm just going to use this method, and it doesn't matter which method you use. Okay, you could graph these and find the slope as well. So to go from 9 to 0, you'd have to go down 9, which again is the numerator. And to get from -5 to -2, you would have to add 3 to that. So the slope is -9/3, which also would simplify into a -3 there, okay? So now that we have the slope, we have 2 points though. We only need one of these points in order to write this in point slope form. So I would choose this one. You could choose this one if you wanted to. It's not going to matter. But I am going to go ahead and use -2, 0, and that should come out pretty nice. So point slope form of the line will be something like this. And since we've already found the slope, we can go ahead and replace the m with what we found the slope to be, is a -3. And once again, since I'm going to be using this point -2, 0, I simply need to go in and replace the x1 value with the x value, which is -2. And then I'll replace the y1 value with the y value that we have, and that in this case is 0. Now that I have this, we can go ahead and, well, the first thing actually we could do is get rid of that 0, because that's the identity property there. The other thing we're going to want to do on this is to change that to a big fat plus, because it was minus a negative. And then what we're going to want to do is to distribute that -3 into the parentheses. So we'll go ahead and do that. That gives us a -3 times x is -3x. -3 times 2 is a -6. And this, as it turns out, is slope-intercept form of the line, which turned out pretty nice because one of the values was 0. So what we had before there would be point slope form of the line as well. So there's our 2 equations there. Now I suppose when you guys do the homework on this, it may be a little bit picky about how that negative comes across. It may want to see that more as a plus like we do have there.